Hello, weirdos. It's Riot. This is a Riot the Movies weirdo video, a social experiment, if you will, where I bring Morgan from WoC Archives, and we put him in this nonsense with me and the ever so manic Robert Hoffman. Everyone's confused. Everyone's talking like crazy. We're going to learn some things. We're going to have some edutainment with some PSAs. And back when television was made to teach us how to be social. Right. So before that, I'll just show the boys the trailer for a movie called Fish Piss.
Walking on the moon. That's the pores on my forehead. Come on. Yeah, starring Clive Barker.
And Emilio Estevez.
I leave you, baby. I leave
Fish
you.
piss.
Hi.
Stop drinking all that fish piss.
All right.
I mean, what do you want us to say? I mean,
You don't have to say anything to that. I mean, what is there to say to that?
At this point, education.
Oh, wait. I want to ruin it for everybody.
So wait, let me
You've
ask
ruined
you. Let me ask you guys before you roll anything else.
Yeah.
I know this education. That just reminded me. This movie
Edutainment.
called what's this movie that's a trauma release? Is it Student Confidential? Do we know what I'm talking about?
I'm familiar with that, yeah. And I'm
feel like
familiar
this
with
movie-
the song, too.
I feel like this movie should be a lot bigger because the guy who is the star also wrote, directed, edited, produced, strangled a guy with fish piss, like did everything on this movie.
Wow.
Wait, you
And
mean in the day my son turned punk?
oh no.
No,
This just reminded me
Oh,
of that.
Fish Piss.
I wonder why people don't talk about that Student Confidential. It's actually a pretty good trauma release. The one that I always wanted them to get at the Comic-Con, I'd go up to them and say, "Where's you guys don't have Hollywood Zap on DVD?"
And
they
they're
go,
like, "Shut up,
they go,
Robert,
"Oh."
go away."
like Robert Hoffman. That's a restraining order, and Tourist Satana over there will kick your ass.
All right, so we're gonna we're gonna introduce everyone here. This is Riot up there. If this is the way it shows up on your screen, I don't know. Is Morgan of WC Archive, and
Hello.
down below me at this point is Robert Hoffman, the
I
main
am below nothing.
of
I'm not below
California.
on nothing right now,
You're,
buddy. Come
you're
on,
stuck in a sexy sandwich right now.
class it up. You know what? If I can be
Everybody's
the
screen is different.
if I
Well,
can
there
be
you
the
go.
non-food, if I can be the non-food between you two eyebrow devils, then let's roll, baby, roll it.
Eyebrow devils.
You don't want to be the meat between these buns? Well, that's what,
I got
what
some.
Fish Piss
Look,
is all about.
I got some James Noble reflections, and like I said, I really hope to see a lot of a very intolerant Roxy Roker in this because it's one of my favorite things. Also, I think she's a beautiful woman. I've always loved her. I'm trying to think. Because I went over it. I remembered it. I remembered a couple of the other players. And there's a part that I hope you really left in because I know a really good song by this band called the Meatmen that I'll start singing as soon as this particular character is
I leave
introduced.
parts of the two performances that happen in there, so at least you get those.
Yeah.
But
I just want to say sometimes you try different flavors, and sometimes the only flavor that really hits home is punk rock.
Let's lead up to this. Well, we won't talk about it yet. Don't talk about the day it turned punk yet. I'm gonna ease you in.
No.
Here's some
Viva.
PSAs first.
Is
You're
the
gonna learn.
most important thing in your lives. The successes of tomorrow are built upon the actions of today.
Yeah. Oh, Chaz.
That's like fuck school, fuck education.
Who the fuck is named Chaz?
Hey, did you hear the challenger exploded?
So he says, I'm gonna fail.
And then we kaboom, and they all died. It's
I
awesome.
give him one of these.
Everyone should speak English too.
One question.
Are these people Australian? Is this Australian?
One question.
I mean,
Chaz, what are your plans for the future?
Come on.
Are they Australian? They sound kind of Australian.
Come on.
They're just
Boring.
Education lets you live your dreams, so you don't have to dream your lives.
Tough it out.
Do it.
What the hell? It's just
I think
like,
I've been in the hot tub too long. Stay in.
we're gonna cut up some carrots, throw some potatoes in there. All right, this next one is about speaking to your children. Hoffman, maybe this will teach you something.
Thank you.
All
thank
right,
you.
where the hell have you been? In and out, up and down, never home.
Course I-
It's a mess. You're a mess.
This is bringing up a lot of memories.
But it's so
This
romantic.
Hitchcock's Topaz. I've never seen that still. Oh,
This is so
he looks like a mean Ricardo Montalban. He's gonna mess up our Cordobian leather. What was it? The Cordoba. My rich Corinthian leather.
Corinthian
We'll
leather.
whip you with this belt of rich Corinthian leather.
But Morgan, you said it was bringing back flashbacks. Did your dad say that he was disappointed in you a lot?
No, just everyone does.
Oh, okay.
So,
When you're
yeah,
young.
that's
So
Daniel.
poetic.
yeah, Daniel
My
especially.
father would have taken a belt to me. I wouldn't dare
Did he
talk
crack
back
the
to
belt,
my
though?
father.
Was
I
there
was
a cracking
afraid to.
sound? Did I imagine that?
Oh my
Is that
god.
what it is? You afraid to talk to me?
Angels, I'm drunk.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, Apocalypse
Well,
Now. He's
hell
gonna
have I
punch
been?
himself in the mirror and have a heart attack.
What have I become?
Ugh.
Hey, I waited up for you. I wanted to talk with you.
Mister, there's no one else in the room
nice,
with you.
Dad.
You're important to me.
Oh, thanks.
Something missing. We've been far apart lately.
Your son is
Oh.
dead.
I don't know what to say. But I
Wait, how
do
short
love
am I
you.
now? I guess I'm a kid.
I really do love you.
He was
Why
great
did he-
yesterday, but
Why did he
black
get on
today.
his? Why did he look straight ahead standing, but then also got down on his knees straight ahead?
So when we
'Cause we
first
sat
moved-
down.
when we
'Cause
first
we
moved to
sat
San
down,
Diego,
okay.
We first moved to San Diego. There was a Chinese restaurant in near the Hillcrest area, and they had pictures of all the stars on the wall that had come in and eaten a dish or two there. And they had like 5 pictures of the owner and all the wait staff with John Forsythe, and all of the pictures. Maybe there's like 3 of them. All of them, he looked like he was like, "Why are you bothering me? I'm shoveling food into my face."
And then he said, "I'd take the belt to you if you interrupt me during my Chinese food."
And then I said, "Now, Angel, Bosley's in a fix again."
John Forsythe is not related to William Forsythe. They're no relation. are they?
Oh, I don't know.
But I
I
saw a
was
movie
trying-
just recently with William
Yeah.
Forsythe's daughter in it, and I was really confused because those are.
I was trying to think of
Work
if
that
I had a William Forsythe impersonation, and I kind of don't. But there's always
Who
What
would
is he-
know?
what does
Who
he
would
say?
know?
Yeah, just do it. Just say it.
Just do
Oh,
it.
I'm
Who?
on
I don't.
fire.
Yeah. There you
No, I
go.
got one. I
I'm on
got one.
fire on a bike. Ah!
No. What's the movie? It's
Stone
now
Cold.
called Shark Man, but it's originally
Oh,
called
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
Yeah. Where he's actually a hero for once in the movie.
He's great. The lady is beautiful and great, and the bad guy's Jeffrey Combs, right?
And Jeffrey Combs has this great line where the woman says to him, "Didn't you kill your own son?" And he turns to the camera and says, "Didn't I?"
Yeah. No.
Greatest
It's
line ever.
That is a great movie, and that is a feather in William Forsythe's cap. No, I'm trying to think of one, and the only one I could think of is Raising Arizona, where John Goodman does this line, and
Oh yeah.
they're in the group therapy, and he goes, "Well, work's what's kept us happy." So that's all I got.
Perfect. Yeah, that was spot on. 100%.
It
Well,
was good, right?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, 100%.
Now
I
for
fully
you-
believe that we have William Forsythe with us
right here,
now.
right now.
Right now. Wow.
He was TV's Al Capone. Come on. He
Yeah.
was- yeah.
Oh yeah, right. And that was the 80s version of that show, though, right?
90s.
Mind
Oh,
expanding.
90s. Okay.
Safer
Oh.
to use than
It's right
alcohol.
up my alley.
It's the in thing. The hula hoop of
For
the
one
jet
commercial, it tells you
generation.
not to do drugs.
And as much
Wouldn't
a part
surprise
of
you,
growing
but
up
I think it
as
fails.
smoking corn silk behind the back fence.
They would
Such are the
eat
myths
Corn
concerning
dogs and
marijuana.
smoke the sticks.
Myths that lull
The Grim
thousands of
Reaper
young
would come
people
for
into
us nightly.
experimenting with obnoxious weed.
As Morgan pulls out the
The
vape.
Obnoxious
Otherwise.
weed.
Marijuana is an
Obnoxious.
intoxicating, mind-muddling drug. Its use can lead to abnormal behavior,
That's
to
so dumb, you
psychological
know? It's just
dependence,
dumb. It's
and
just
to
so
abuse
dumb.
of other
I already
drugs.
made that joke.
The human
on,
brain,
you gotta
after
go big with
all,
that
is
one.
made for thinking, not fumigating.
Are you gonna outdo each other
It's
now?
hardly a tinker toy
Oh,
for
I wouldn't hear you guys.
experimenting with drugs.
What the?
This has been a public service
Yeah,
message
baby.
of the American Medical Association and your local station.
Okay.
Did it?
This is the one that's Canadian, and it tells you not about drugs, but just not about smoking. But it makes me feel like it might be written by the people from You Can't Do That on Television.
Oh, dude, I have an idea. It's kind of a ripoff, but it's basically gonna be a Captain
I've
Keto
smoked all my
fan
life.
film. Think about it.
I reckon my lungs and my heart will last me my time.
I'm friends with a few people who write that comic book right now, so
When I was 12 years old and found at my local Dairy Mart, I was like, "Way to go, Canada! This is awesome." No, it kicks ass.
Wait. Go back. Health and welfare.
Come on, that doesn't exist.
National Health
The Department of National Health and Welfare. Interesting.
Yep. Then they realized they used the word welfare for two different things in the government, so they had to change.
Yeah. That's why I was like, wait, what is that? Is that the like give money welfare or the welfare of people?
Well-being. Yeah.
The well-being.
Or
Yes.
the National Health and Well-being probably now.
Yes, that would make more sense.
It would be like
the pogey.
you know, the second.
I prefer a
helping
hoagie.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
At some point, they have a lot of stovetop stuffing just on hand. Trying to butt in. I don't know what you guys
Sure,
are talking
yeah.
about.
I mean,
we all want more stovetop stuffing on hand.
I wish I had some right now. I could down a whole thing.
That's the weirdest thing about Thanksgiving. I don't really like turkey that much, but damn, I love the stuffing.
Well, yeah, and then you make the sandwich. If you have leftovers the next day, you go, there's stuffing, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm fine with
and
that.
then you build this, and then that's I don't think I've ever done the real Dagwood sandwich, but I know that I've done like a 6-decker with. We have
Don't
pickles,
start me
right?
with Dagwood.
Both got
There's no one in
his
the
butt-
room with you, Hoffman.
yeah. No,
Who are you
but
checking in on the
Sam,
pickles?
Get in here.
What?
I'm trying to think. What is it, Mr. Githers? I don't know what happened there. Now I'm not going to go into the full scenario, but it is spicy and it would usually cost you $300. So
This goes against something a PSA should tell you not to do.
yeah. Did we all see Scared Straight in school or 7th or 8th grade?
No, I saw Scared
I don't
Gay
think so.
instead. It was a different one that I watched.
We saw one, and I don't think it was Scared Straight, although I saw that in high school. They showed us one where a guy was flipping out on PCP. It's a new drug on the streets. And he cracks open a Coca-Cola bottle on a stoop or something, and then he drinks the Coca-Cola, but it's full glass, and then he goes,
That sounds great.
which was fun, which I think now that I look back, I'm pretty sure was that guy Ray Sager from all those Herschel Gordon Lewis movies.
What
The
about
Wizard of War himself.
what is it? Death Drug with the other guy from Miami Vice when he has the classic "Get the spiders off, get the spiders off."
And then he's a co-producer on all those kind of pseudo French Canadian movies. I think his name may be on one or two of my beloved Snake Eater trilogy. So
I do love those films. Have you watched all the Snake Eaters, Morgan?
I don't think I have watched all the Snake Eaters.
Lorenzo Lamas.
I love
Drug
Lorenzo. Yeah, wow.
Anyway, we're
And
gonna
then-
get
Does
to
he-
different stars now. We're gonna get
Does he
to
eat
different
snakes?
stars. Yes, just one.
But then the movie they showed us in 8th grade, they recorded off TV, and we had a teacher that had a thing called a VCR that she loaned to the school. She used to bring Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back in like 1982.
Perfect.
And she brought in, it's called Desperate Lives with Diana Scarwood, Helen Hunt freaking out and jumping out the window, and Doug McKeon from On Golden Pond wrecking his car. It's
sounds
got to be
great.
on one of the things. If not, I'm sending it to this guy.
All right, if it's Helen Hunt like doing I'm so excited, but then jumps out a window.
They go, "What's going on with your sister Kathy? She's acting irregular."
She just needs
and
more
then-
brand.
Yeah.
And then you go, and then you
little
see
Imodium.
then you see a stunt lady in a high school jersey jump out of an upper window, and then Helen Hunt stands up, and she's got all these cuts on her face, and then she picks up like shards of glass, and she starts cutting her arms, and then they go, "Oh no, your sister's freaking out on that new PCP stuff."
See,
That sounds amazing.
Robert's not over exaggerating it, but it just sounds like he's over exaggerating it.
No, yeah, no, I'm sure he's not.
What's that Marky
sounds great.
Post movie you showed me the one time where Marky Post is like a mom who's addicted to like snorting heroin?
That
It's
would
like
be
flavor
Marky.
Coke.
That would be Marky Post.
Yeah, it was Marky Post, but it was like
Oh.
it's called like Chasing the Dragon or something.
It's just the Marky
Chasing-
Post, the Marky Post
Chasing
story.
the Dragon. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
she'll do like she's like Maureen McCormick, man. She'll fucking do anything for some rock. So
All right, here we go. This is to teach you about your children being problematic, and I don't know what side it takes. I've done it into a supercut because it's normally like 45 minutes long. We've made it into like 13 minutes here, so bear with it. Hey, my kid.
This isn't very punk yet.
No,
Well, I guess Beethoven was kind of punk.
he
back
did
in
write a
the
song
day?
called "Lick Me in the Arse," or is
I
that
mean-
was that Mozart?
Given time,
oh guys, right before the directed by credit, I have a really hilarious joke, and then it goes into directed by. Okay, so
Okay.
like when I see produced by, I'm gonna go to my hilarious joke. Okay.
okay,
Well,
we'll pause it. Produced by.
I might have cut that. I'm trying to think who there's two sons in this family. Like everyone in this I recognize from TV. This guy, I can't think what specifically I know him from, but I've seen him in a bazillion things.
You know, Jennifer said, "Oh, that guy," and I was like, I kind of remember.
I don't recognize this guy at all.
He's probably in a bunch of sitcoms. It's hard to tell in this photo, but when he talks, you'll know later.
Okay.
The mom, however,
That's is it Steve's mom from
Christine
90210?
Belford. Was she? Oh, she might have been. But she
She was somebody's mom. She was somebody's mom on 90210. I remember.
She
Kelly's mom, maybe. I don't
of
know.
course did have an episode, more than one episode of Love Boat with her in it, but she was also one of the two different women to play Betty White's daughter in Golden Girls. It's weird how like she showed up once and then the next time they were like, that one was too much of a bitch, let's get a more friendly person to show up to play her.
I have that problem all the time.
But
people show up in
I
your
don't
life and
think
too much of a
Yeah.
bitch, so you replace them.
Yeah.
what really worries me about is does it seem Adam can go 46 minutes without talking about the Golden Girls? I mean, buddy,
No, it can't.
I think you've got to listen to me, bro. Just look straight ahead. Look into my eyes, bro. Dude, you have a problem.
Thanks for the
And the
intervention.
fact, and when
You like that
Ronald-
old trim?
when bad Ronald shows up as B. Arthur's son, like that's to me that's destiny fulfilling itself. You get one of those Jacoby boys in there, and then it's bad Ronald. You go, oh man, he's back.
All
He's
the
back.
Jacoby
And then you jump out the window, and then you scratch.
all the Jacoby boys are in Golden Girls, which is wonderful. But also, this woman's also in Christine, so that's
Okay.
like one of the top credits for her. But so that
I feel like we don't. I know a lot of people don't like. They never talk about Precinct of Mars. What's it called? John Carpenter's.
Ghost of Mars.
Ghost of Mars.
Don't start
Ghost
this. Daniel will hear us, and he'll start talking about
And
it.
he'll somehow join into the conversation.
It's Daniel.
Oh no, not again!
I
All right.
like Ghost of Mars a lot. I think it's fun. I think the commentary is really great. But no one talks about Christine. That's what I was going to say.
They should.
Okay,
But
where's
there
my
he
joke?
is. There's
him.
Bernie Copel, Doc. Also, the character's name is Adam from Love Boat, and he's still fucking alive.
Yeah,
I
he's
can't
doing
believe-
some
Still alive,
off-Broadway
wow.
thing now. He's getting rave reviews. Good for Bernie.
At like
BK,
91 years old, still
Wow.
performing and stuff.
Funny is funny.
I mean, it's true.
Act until you're dead.
Ah, paparazzi.
Die on stage.
Here's port and plot.
I was wondering if you wanted to go have dinner with us tonight.
Please.
Thanks. I'm busy.
You're not hardcore enough for me. I play second fiddle.
Come on.
Isn't that Lisa Kirk?
Yeah.
Why is she going out with that creep?
Carl?
He
Did he have a
little
power
pants.
glove? It looked like he had a power glove.
He's so bad.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting my ear pierced.
Oh, he has
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those real life
Just make sure the
dolls.
needle is sterilized.
Terry! Hi. You played very well today. I think you're ready to try for first violin next semester.
Oh, thanks, Overredenbacher.
That's great, Professor Steinberg. I know I'm
He-
ready.
I love how
Professor
intolerant.
Are you
this-
going to play it
Of
all
course,
summer?
it's Steinberg.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was thinking about
That's the
trying
guy
out some
from.
rock
That's the
and
dude
roll.
from Fame. He was on TV's Fame.
Very
He wants to live
interesting.
forever.
See you next September. See ya.
See you
So,
next
where are we going,
September.
Maestro?
Hey, the Empire Room?
The woman who
that
plays
sounds nice and
his
warm.
mom
I'm
is
really not
always a
hungry,
bitch.
Louise.
I don't
I
even
had a
think she
late
means
lunch.
to be. She just is.
Tired.
I know, honey. I had
By
no
the way,
idea
every
it would end
every
this
birthday
late.
like this after
Jerry, would you
45
mind
is
if we
exactly
celebrate
like
another
this. So,
time?
I'm just telling you guys.
Mom, I'm leaving in the morning.
What?
Mom, I'm fake Alex
I'm sorry,
Bikini.
I forgot.
He's fake.
He looks more like the neighbor. Who's the neighbor? Skippy?
Skippy,
Skippy?
yeah.
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah.
Skippy.
From Trick or Treat.
you haven't even started packing.
But he basically just said, "I guess I'll have my going away party when I come back." And they're
Yeah.
like, "What a good sport you are for
Yeah, his parents just agree with that.
whatever your name is. Hey, great job! Because when we put the boot over your head, you let us stomp you, bro."
Basically, yeah, what he said is he was going away for to get to move in where his college is so he can get a
Yeah.
job during the summer out there. He's just going to jump into it. And he says to his mom, "So what we're going to do tonight?" She says, "I'm tired." And he's like, "But we can do something tomorrow." Like, but I leave tomorrow. She's like, "Oh, well, I'm still tired, son. Meh." And he, "Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, mom. I guess we'll do something
then-
when I get back."
And
Sad.
then Doc runs over and goes, "That's being a good sport."
Yeah, Doc's always super nice, but like has no backbone, and his mom's kind of a psycho. She's a heavy Republican, and so, but this is what really inspires him. First, he's like, "Oh, that girl I liked, she's dating a punk," and then he's gonna sit waiting for his bus, and he's gonna
This
be
is the
like,
best.
"Oh,
Yeah,
punks
this
make
is like-
out."
This is like if he finds a bag of weed, right? Like, he's so excited.
Punk chicks.
Hi.
More like skunk guys.
I like the color of her top. That's a nice green.
They're green
Trashy
with envy.
donut, your bus is
Oh, I am
here.
green with envy. Good one.
Wow, they have asses.
He's also kind of Rudy from
Boy's Life. Yeah, no, yeah, he totally looks like Sean Astin.
well, yeah, that too, that Rudy. No, but I'm thinking of the character from National Lampoon's Vacation, but specifically the guy who plays him in the
Oh,
European
Rusty.
Vacation.
You mean
Yeah,
Rusty?
That's what it is, Rusty,
Rusty, there
right?
you
Yeah.
go. And he's got a Rusty vibe to it. And then you
He
say,
just
"Come on,
he
babe,
looks
what-
kind of
what
like
do-
Johnny Galecki.
He's
This is
average
my favorite.
guy.
Have you guys ever had a moment that he like the one he's about to have? I don't know if I have.
Only in Mission Impossible where I like put on Philip Seymour Hoffman's face in the bathroom and then stuck out.
I just feel like then he went out and ran in the middle of the parking lot and pumped a bicycle or something. I don't know. Like I just feel like he, I don't know.
This kid is also in The Invisible Kid. I think we need to watch that at some point.
The boy who could fly.
Oh, what's in the gun? Piss.
Oh, this music is so punk.
Just like Good Charlotte.
Kinda.
Yeah. That weird moment in the late 90s when
Yeah.
Degrassi was punk.
Oh man, I can almost see his third nipple.
This is just like that movie where the English comedian Lenny Henry turns into a white guy so he can hide from the mafia. Exactly like that.
No,
Goes
it's
in the
like
bathroom.
that. No, it's like that movie where John Pryor goes undercover at a high school.
Oh,
and
well,
does,
yeah.
like a punk rocker to
I
hide
just think
from.
when you go into bus station bathrooms, you change so you can go undercover. So it's like you go in as a guy and you come out as an old lady. So everyone's like, "Where'd he go?" But
I gotta
Just
tell you my
fashion.
joke. You cut the director's credit, so it said
Yeah, I
directed
know.
by. It was directed by Fern Field. So I was gonna say, hey guys, do you know a patch of land where I can get some of those really cool like safari plants? And then it would say directed by Fern Field, and then you'd be like, masterful, bro.
good
Yeah,
thing I
very-
cut it out. Good thing I
very
cut
good.
it out.
Look at that. That is literally a shit-eating grin, like you just ate somebody else's makeup. Oh yeah. It's
Oh,
like
now the downturn song. Do do
like-
do.
Aaron Spelling's Twin Peaks next on ABC.
Oh, why wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, hi. I'm Terry Warner.
Well,
the
technically it
Nutritionist
was.
Counselor.
Remember, he did
I'm
produce
supposed to be
Twin
Mr.
Peaks,
Smiley.
but
Oh,
Son of
really?
a bitch.
Is this actually just
I
Steve
can't wait to
Gutenberg?
try.
He looks kind of like Steve Gutenberg now, for some reason.
He looks like everyone in the 80s.
Yeah, I guess
where's
that's
her?
true.
Where's her honky husband?
Terry Warner's here.
Oh, good. Show him in.
What was she from though? I know what he's from. He's from Benson. He was like the senator.
She's from the Jeffersons. She's that's Lenny Kravitz's mom. Yeah. What's her? Roxy Roker.
That explains a lot.
Oh yeah.
See, everybody's a thing in this. If you
I
were
love
working
Roxy.
for like,
I think she was a singer at one point, but
With that name?
she's a beautiful lady. But I just want to say, and actually, I hope you did cut a lot of her out because she just going on and on about his type, and I was like,
yeah. No, you'll see a bit of that, but I will cut a bit out of the cringe out of it. But
I mean,
just introduce the guy from Benson.
It's got a lot of like, it's got a lot, and then just the family stuff is so great. Like, there's a scene where the guy, well, you'll see it. I know you.
Yeah, we'll see. Spoiler alert.
I will put a link to the full thing so everybody can watch it because we're just watching the supercut. So here we go.
What did his mother tell you about him?
Oh, what the fuck did his mother say about him? What?
Nice kid, quiet, plays classical violin.
Oh,
classical
really?
violin.
Well, a Ziggy Sputnik lookalike is sitting outside in the lobby waiting for us to hire him as our daycare
You'll hear a lot of
counselor.
Ziggy Sputnik jokes. I'm just saying.
Ziggy,
Get on your interwebs. Listen to their one good song.
Max, we cannot hire this kid
Big
to be
fan
in
of
charge of our
Ziggy
guest
Sputnik.
children. It'll be a disaster.
Is that
What's the matter
Benson's
with you? His
sister?
mother's school is sending us the biggest conference we've had all year. Hi, Terry. Welcome
Yo!
Hello, Mr. Smiley. I'm pleased to meet you.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Oh no,
I'm sorry, I
filthy.
forgot about the moose.
Come on.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, this is it.
So punk.
I mean, it's new wave. Like none of this is punk. None of it's protesting.
Yeah, this isn't punk at all.
Yeah. But I mean, the world between new wave in 1983, new wave and punk were like the same thing. They were scissor sisters.
Yeah, no, they were scissor sisters.
Let's take it again from the top. Let's go.
Let's take it again from the top.
Pretty good, huh? What do you guys think?
I'm into it. It's
I wouldn't pay money for it, but that's just me.
It's not as good as the band.
Oh man, I'm gonna.
What's his name? MD. What's the guy from who's the coroner who did all the murder mysteries in the 70s? Quincy. He has that episode where he goes to a punk thing because he finds out that moshing is killing children, that it makes them break their necks.
It's a classic for several reasons, but that is one of the most beautiful. Isn't there a freak out dragnet that's very like similar? Like,
yeah, it's even more
these
of a
kids
bummer
today with their, you see their crazy Frau brows and their neck tattoos. You know, you go, yeah, you gotta clean up the streets.
The best thing about the Quincy thing is it comes on right after a band that comes on and does a song that's called "Why Don't You Just Die," which is great.
Yeah.
The song is incredible. And then Quincy comes out and goes, "What is wrong with you kids? What is wrong with you?" And someone in the audience just goes, "Shut up, you fat old man. We want you to die." And he goes, "That's so depressing." And he leaves sad, never fixing the world from punk.
That's awful.
Anyway,
do you remember how that song
This is the most punk thing he could do.
Yeah, that song goes, "My time." Oh, this is my favorite part.
Oh, they're both putting on their makeup. How adorable.
Now he's working at a daycare for this company. And they're saying he's really good. He just does better makeup than the other teachers do.
He makes me so uncomfortable.
So they feel uncomfortable that he might punch
He's getting
them.
weirder looking every day.
He's getting weirder looking every day.
Oh, man.
Can I guess? Star Child
Put
next.
up with him for the whole year. I guess we can take him for one summer.
No, we're going to give you some Peter Chris makeup. We want to make you into a little cat.
He seems to be doing a good job. Why are they so mad at him?
Dude, this is the most boring part of the movie. Why didn't you cut it out?
Because I just wanted to show like how terrible the mom is.
Good, don't they?
Because the mom's like, "I'm helping this guy run for politics," and he's
really
one of his stands is anti-punk.
The Esplanade Hotel depends on
She
repeat
looks
business.
like.
They do that.
Come on, Louise.
Do you think there was ever a
Don't be
Barbie with that
naive.
hairdo? Because that would be.
I want you to go
Barbie's
up there ahead of
bitchy
time.
mom.
Remember,
That
we want
hairdo
zero
works on
defects
Cynthia
on this
Rothrock
mission.
and nobody else. You know what I mean?
There we go.
The
It's
success
for the
of
new
your
family.
seminar
In this
determines the
80s,
board's
he's having a
full
seminar
professorship.
telling people
How-
what punk is a brain disease. And she's
How
running.
parents can avoid it.
I think that the guys in that picture was just Kip Winger.
I got the punkitis.
So if you don't
Is there a
mind,
good?
I'll ask you to
There's
leave
got to be a
the
good
nursery
punk
so that
episode of
Terry can
Don,
get
too,
started
right?
with
That's
his
what made me think of.
I was told
Good punk episode of what?
class.
That remember that show
Obviously, I
Donahue,
was
Phil Donahue?
mistaken.
Oh yeah, of course there is.
Yeah, there must be
That was
at
Jesse
least
Raphael
one.
episode.
I thought I could prevail upon
Oh,
you
this
to
is the
hire
best.
a proper counselor.
Good thing Morgan was playing this
Apparently,
from
I
Geraldo.
cannot.
See, this is why they hate him, because these parents come in and say, we don't want a punk taking care of our kids. We could probably touch them.
Robert Rehnquist's wife?
Terrible.
And she's all like, I told you.
Hey, look,
I told you.
Mr. Smiley. Hey, thanks for sticking up for me.
If you're really sorry, Terry,
You'll stop looking like the guy from Dead End Drive-In.
Guck out of your hair and try looking like a normal human being.
Not a communist, you son of a.
He is a normal
Odie
human
alert.
being.
Left in this for the Odie. Careful, if he's a punk, he might OD.
Oh.
Adam, I showed that part to Oliver. I said, "Oh, you got to see it. This Odie puppet." He thought it was cool.
Gorgeous. I'm so glad
King of the Barfield.
just became a few days early.
Barfield.
It's like a real vacation.
Look, she's smiling and being nice, and she still looks like a bitch.
Terry will
Get
be
some,
so
Doc.
surprised.
She's definitely a Karen.
Yum.
Oh, look at that nice rattan chair.
Wicker goes back to Golden Girls.
No, they'd have rattan like that in Golden Girls.
I don't know, that's the kind of... Right. The line from Sophia, no more Wicker!
You shouldn't play dress.
Can we at least throw in a Golden Palace
Not a
reference?
good
every
role
once in a
model.
while?
Yeah,
Just-
clown makeup
I
would
mean-
be more appropriate.
Jack Black cameos?
It's out of control.
Making me adjust my hair. I feel too...
It's my new image.
I still have some, so that's pretty good.
Well, this is the way I dress
You look
now.
beautiful, Adam. You're
It's my
good.
new look. What was wrong with the
Oh,
old
thanks
one?
for the compliment.
Here goes
This
my
way,
new
bud.
music.
Yeah.
Oh, you look
Well,
fine
you know
too.
what? Suck it.
I'm
whatever.
sorry.
You got any
There's
more
a
surprises?
You know
there's
what?
a lot of shine on the top of your head, so I can't really see your hair at all. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. There's a little bit.
It sort of looks like you're fully bald, to be honest, in certain shots.
I got a little bit going there.
I can't. I'm
Is
taking the
that-
kids to the museum for the
It doesn't
day.
have the stuff up here, but is he wearing a members only jacket? Because
Usually
it's
it was
pretty
the guys at
nice
the
one. It's
club.
got a
Look, maybe you
sports
understand
stripe
this
and-
better if you come out and
I
see
don't know
our
what this
showing.
kid's got
Play
on,
at the
but-
alley on Main Street. I'll reserve a table for you.
Adidas.
I can imagine... I was in punk bands, and it would be so funny if I said to my parents, hey, why don't you just come out to the show?
Yeah,
That's
in
just
your
about it.
Adidas clothes. Like they're both wearing Adidas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
they are-
cool.
They are so yuppie.
Yep.
All right. We'll talk
Yuppie.
afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
Say,
My time. It's gonna be my time. Oh, there it is. Right there. This is the best. I like his.
Again,
he's got a
not
good
punk
storm
at all.
At the end. He's got a real punk look on his face at the end of the song. It's like, yeah. Who
I mean,
cares?
Is
It's
this
cool.
Franz Ferdinand? It sounds like Franz Ferdinand.
Pretty
It
good.
depends what you think like punk is, because like really, this does sound like Buzzcocks and that kind of stuff. They were like that, and they were the originators. Clash and stuff like that sounded like that. So it wasn't punk hadn't got like hard edged yet, but it was
Okay.
on its way there. So they were, they were just behind in the time.
Just
That's
doesn't
all.
seem angry enough.
No, and it was because everyone else was so fluffy. You only needed to be a little angry to be punk. Then in the 80s, as it started to get on, the world got angry, so you had to become angrier.
Oh, okay.
Well, and there's also every once in a while someone gets challenged with their kind of American Indian, tribal markings, but
Yeah, that was. I
And,
mean, that
you
was
know,
the Adam
Adam
Ant
Ant-
thing. Yeah,
Adam Ant got away with a lot, and then it really took like No Doubt doing a video wearing a headdress. People going, we don't do that shit anymore. Sorry.
Oh, I
that's not
completely
fun.
forgot that happened.
But the every time I see kind of like, I mean, this is more like local, like community, regional production, a Rocky Horror show. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But every once in a while you'll see the stripe, and I'm like, oh, it's like that album cover with Diana Ross with the tiger stripe through it. Yeah.
It makes the way this song specifically makes me think of whatever the band is that they go to see at the end of Hobgoblins. There's a really fun band that I've actually like found their music. They're a real band, and I found like one of their albums later on, but they sound a lot like this. So let's get back into it.
Okay, we'll enjoy. Let's enjoy.
They say the place is packed like this every Friday and Saturday night. The kids love it.
Well, they can have it. Everyone knows this entire generation will be hearing impaired from this
Hearing impaired.
Get it? I say physician
It'd
heal.
be amazing if they just
thyself.
started moshing everybody. They were like, this is how you mosh, and they just start punching all the kids. Bye, Dad.
Is this the Rubik's Cubes? I love that band.
No, it's the Rubik's Cubes.
Change is good. Stick with us.
Hi. This is Billy Tiger.
Prove the recording.
Al Martinez is Billy Tiger.
Is that the guy from is that the guy from The Godfather?
We'll just say yes.
Where do we go? Yes. I don't see me anymore.
Had a little break. It's making him take the makeup off, and this is where he went back to playing. And now his brother's like, you know, man, I love you. You're my brother, but you got to wear khakis.
It ain't heavy.
Yeah, really. And you know, you haven't helped.
What do you mean?
Well, you always gave in to what we wanted. You never took a stand for yourself.
Can you pause it for 1 second? I know we're over pausing.
Right. And we do care.
You know where Billy Bosley is?
There's this scene at the am I still on?
Yeah,
Am I on?
you're here.
Am I
Yeah.
on? You got me? Okay, I don't care. I just
Okay.
this guy, there's a scene at the dinner table or the lunch table where they're kind of grousing about the brother, and he goes off on him again about how they don't care and da 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 da. And they're like, what do you mean, pal? We tried to do that one thing until we all crapped out. And then the mom does the same kind of thing. And then they cut to the little girl and she goes, no, he's right. And they go, here it comes. She's going to say, yeah, we don't care. She doesn't have that line, but actually I was like, oh, the good little girl actress, because she brought it across. She's like, she sees it. They all should see it now. And this is kind of a little while after that.
Yeah, I jumped ahead. The
That's
little
fine.
children talking, just drives me crazy. And it was involving more family talking, and it made me want to punch them all. Like, I maybe want to punch Doc from Love Boat. And I don't want to punch Doc from Love Boat. Don't make me want to punch you, Doc.
Oh, okay. So there's two versions of it on YouTube. And there's one that looks like it comes from a VHS tape. And it looks like it was a recording of a late night Nickelodeon re-showing, which dates by the commercial saying there's a new Pete and Pete Valentine special coming up. So it would
way
be
later, yeah.
So it'd be February 92 ish. And at the very end of this show, and I'm not spoiling anything, but Adam, you know the part where he goes, yeah, I'm gonna try rock for a while. I can always get back to violin. The video of this recording morphs into, it keeps the audio, and it looks like they turned it over to MTV's Headbangers Ball, so it must have been a Saturday night. So he starts talking about rocking, and then it goes into this black and white video. Which is great.
I wish this version did that.
And in the 90s, the rest of the stuff on the 90s version, there's a Hook, the movie action figures commercial.
Sweet.
And there's a really great Pete and Pete ad. So then there's a second version on there, which starts with this very old like production company card, which is the production company. And it looks like somebody uploaded one of those, like, that instead of projecting it in class, they brought it on video. So this was probably like an educational version of it, which is like the full movie.
Yeah.
Because we had to go to that
preachy.
one.
That's the one I'll link. I'll link so people can watch the preachiest one.
Well, but I'll tell you what, though, we were glad it was there because we had to click over and watch that last 3 minutes of it instead of the.
I don't know. If all of a sudden he just said at the dinner table at the end of this, Dad, I'm no longer gonna be a punk band. Oh yeah, I'm joining Hatebreed.
Yeah, no,
because that was the guy who hosted Headbangers Ball. That's why I said it.
We're just
or he could have said,
so
he could have said like, yeah, it's crucial you. It's the white empowerment.
You wouldn't have to go to such
drastic
drastic
extremes.
No.
Like, whatever.
Carl, it wasn't such drastic extremes. I mean, all I did was I changed my hair and I changed my music, my look.
He invented
like
agnostic
really
front. They didn't
everybody.
exist yet
That's
at this point.
debatable.
So
If you looked in the mirror lately.
that's why. That's when
Look,
punk.
I'm sorry.
The CBGB era.
We just want you to know that we're sorry if we made you feel bad.
Well, I heard that,
Terry,
the
you're
Clash
my
thought the crap
that's
was
nice.
bad, but this is terrible. I mean, this is really, really bad. It's
Colored hair and all.
Oh,
You loser.
why is
Oh,
this
no,
playing
Mike.
at silent speed? It's like 12 frames a second right now.
It's
probably just a connection from me sending it to you.
Oh, wow.
I love punk rock.
That's what happens sometimes when we've been playing stuff and all of a sudden it falls out of sync on the other end, but not for you. That's probably what it's doing.
Song not for me, baby. I feel like the darkened theater is an ominous sign for this young man with the colored hair and the makeup.
Oh, something's happening.
Yeah, because I mean, the punk that you know, Morgan, they didn't wear makeup.
No.
Unless they were in Star Trek 4 and they were playing it on a ghetto blaster, and Spock was going to knock you out for listening.
I mean, that's kind of what I think of as a punk person.
Yeah.
Right.
Slag. That's only English ones. They have to go slag
Young
you,
Daniel.
man. Yeah. Okay.
So now this is Suave's stage fright, I hope, and the big owl's going to come out and cut his head off.
He looks like the boyfriend from Voyage of the Rock Aliens now.
Okay, but he's the original Johnny Storm. Let's just give him a little credit, okay? I'm just saying. He's not bad in that Corman Fantastic Four movie.
Oh my God, that is what he's from. He is from that.
That is what he's from.
If he goes back to classical violin, he can go to school.
He wants to play the violin. I think that's what this is
He'll
all
be a lot
about.
more famous or richer if he stays with Rock.
Famous.
Shut up, you asshole! Shut
Until he
up!
finishes college,
But you'll
it
be
doesn't matter.
famouser.
Classical violinist.
The famouser is the finishing move of Mr. Ass from the WWE, Billy Gunn. When he would put your head down, then he would sit on your face and drop you to the ground.
Oh, wow.
And then
you see like a human bidet?
Yeah, and then he would shake his butt and they would go, the famouser.
Wow. That's a brutal finishing move.
Yeah.
And they
Especially
pulled his
after
mask
all that wrestling, it'd be so sweaty down there.
He just basically put his nuts on your forehead and his ass on the back of your head, and then he rode your head to the ground.
That's nice.
Yep.
You remember when
That's the day.
remember when they pulled the mask off of him? Remember who it was?
Wait, off who? Billy Gunn didn't have a mask on?
Yeah, he did. They pulled his face off of Suzanne Summers. Eye master, baby.
I mean, he was
Oh,
actually,
wow.
we didn't know he was wearing a mask, but his actual face came off, and Billy Gunn was actually Suzanne Summers.
I don't know anything.
Impressive.
And
I don't
then
know.
he said he's got 2 words for you. Suck it.
He said double down. Yeah,
The double down.
double down.
It's nice that you're all interested in what I should be doing, but I think I was better off before when nobody paid attention to me.
What do you mean?
Oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just kidding.
That should cause a
I
time
love
warp
that you all
and
care,
things
but
implode.
It's my life, and I've got to make my own choices.
It's his.
We're just trying to give you the benefit of our input.
No, I know that, Dad, and I do. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I've done a lot of thinking, and I know that I have to make my decisions not because I want to please you or because I want your attention,
yeah,
but
please
because
them.
they're right for me. So for now,
Deep. It's a
I'm gonna
valuable
stick to
lesson.
playing rock.
Hooray.
I hope that's okay with you.
Oh,
Okay, but
boy.
This says I can come back and join the orchestra.
His mom just farted in that scene.
And I figured it would be a lot easier to
The
pick up the
sister
violin
is
later than to try
almost
to be a rock star at
like
age
does her
50.
best to be excited for him. So he's got
I don't know
one
if I can
friend
listen
in
to
that.
that music for another
Oh,
30 years.
boy.
He's got hope. It's gonna be his
Gonna
little
dip
sister.
that tea bag.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you, sweetheart, and
No, you
I will try to
don't.
get used to it.
And I'll make it a little easier, too. I
Try.
decided to cut out the makeup. I don't need it.
Good. Then maybe you'll realize that your natural hair color is more attractive, and a regular haircut would be much better.
Dad, don't push your luck.
I'll give you a checkup
That's right,
later.
Tom.
Come into my
At
room.
least it's a start.
At least we're changing him a little. Slowly but surely, we'll suck all the life out of our child.
That's what we
That's
learned
rough,
from this. He learns that
Dude, that's
it's the whole
rough.
give and take thing. So
Yeah.
it's okay. So I'll only be a little punk, which is admitting that
Yeah.
being punk is bad. So but he should be able to express himself. It's kind of like you could imagine like a 1960s or 70s video being like, well, no, stop again. Where they're like, well, we know you're experimenting and being homosexual, but if you could just be a little less homosexual,
Yeah.
that's
Well, yeah.
getting
Yeah.
our needs too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. But and like he should be glad he didn't join the Warriors and burn their house down.
I just feel like I didn't see I love Bernie Kopell, and I didn't see his knees under a robe once. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, no, as a Love Boat fan, not seeing Bernie's knees is a weird thing.
He needs a different doll on his arm every other day. Like he needs to work the boat, and he needs to.
That sounds like a sexual maneuver too. Working the boat.
Oh, that's just Doc, and he likes to work the boat. Wink.
So, as someone, Hoffman and I watch a lot of Love Boat. As someone
obviously
who doesn't, can you
baby.
believe that Doc looked no different from 19? I mean, Love Boat was already happening. It went till 1977 to 1986, and he looked like that for the whole time. But he was supposed to be the sexy doctor that was always picking up the chicks all the time.
That guy was the sexy doctor.
Yeah,
good for him.
He had like 5 ex-model wives who would often show up and be, "We still love you,u," and he's like, "No, bitches, get away."
Wow.
It was always like Linda Day George or somebody. Like it was just like some hot chick from old Mission Impossible.
I mean, that was back when Paul Williams was a sex symbol, so I guess it makes some sort of sense that could be a possibility. Yeah, wasn't he?
I don't think so. I think that was a form of irony.
Oh
no, there's an episode of The Odd Couple where he shows up and
wait, who?
Paul Williams.
Okay,
and I think Felix's daughter's just crazy about him and runs off to be a groupie or something. And
he plays himself, like
he plays himself. And I think there was some weird rumor tried to be started that this little 3'2" guy was
not a Muppet.
Yeah,
he
wasn't made of felt, wasn't felt and glue. And the other one was that he and then as he would say, I like to roll with the ladies.
You sound like now you turn into Hervé Villachez. Wrong little guy.
And what I'm saying is, why aren't we watching Fantasy Island, bro?
Well, what we're gonna do is the next time we gather, we're gonna watch, which was brought to me for the first time by Hoffman. We're gonna watch the Easy Bake Oven special. But the next time we gather, we'll watch that. It was a television special to advertise, but also to be a plot story of little girls who want to learn to
sounds
cook
amazing,
so that they can adopt a dog. They're told by the parents if they want to adopt a dog, they need to raise funds, so they get their Easy Bake Ovens and they sell cookies on the street.
That sounds great.
So that's what we're gonna watch the next time we gather.
Okay. I told you I found that there's a sequel.
Easy Bake Oven 2 Electric Cookaloo.
It's a VHS. It's a VHS, and there's a bunch of them on eBay. And when I get $7.11 together, I might buy one. I need more VHS. I need a new doorstop.
Have you, Morgan? Have you seen the Popples TV movie? That's not a cartoon. That's a live action advertisement for them.
There's a live action Popples.
Oh yeah, and it's so saccharinely obviously made by some sort of children's education organization.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it has this crazed little girl who's like, "Mom, I have Popples."
Oh my god.
It's a kind of overacting by a small child.
Yeah.
Only to be matched with the Hug-a-Bunch live action movie, which is fucking frightening.
I bought a bootleg of that once, and I was like, why do I want to bring this into my household? Why should this get through the threshold?
Wow.
Because a child, and that's what just someone at home you can torture regularly.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
The Hug-a-Bunch one is huge. It's a real big production. The Popples one is small and stupid and no point, but it's literally trying to be a tearjerker, but it's obviously not. So I can imagine even a 5-year-old child being like, "Shut up, just let them." It's it's an advertisement for Goodwill, because the parents don't think they're real animals, so they put them all in a box and they give them to Goodwill, and there's all these shots of Goodwill as they have to sneak into Goodwill to free the Popples, as if someone was just going to buy them and we'd never see them again.
Yeah, and then fucking Mac pops up in the 2 pounds for 50-cent bin, and they go to McDonald's. It'd just be the perfect
Popples versus Mac and Me. I'm wonderful.
Yeah.
But your homework for tonight, if you haven't already done it, because I brought it up many times to you before, Morgan, is to look online for the Paul Williams episode of The Fall Guy.
Yeah. You showed me some of it once.
Where it stops being about the Fall Guy and is just about Paul Williams and the guy that he was often buddies with. They had a other thing together before. They were like a duo in the Cannibal Run movies.
Yeah, they were also They were in that Haunted Hollywood special that I showed. Yeah.
Pat McCormick, that big tall guy.
Yeah.
No, but I say to both of you guys, try to find the Odd Couple episode, because it's not only tender and moist, but it's
tender and moist.
It really tugs at your loincloth. I mean, it really does. So, but I think you'll be like, what does he think he is, Rock Hudson? Like I think it's now, if we watch it, it'll be like, oh, this is evil propaganda.
Oh, propaganda.
And I will end the show with a clip from the Quincy episode of one of those punk bands, so you can hear some real punk. And everyone, enjoy, have fun. By the time this is on YouTube, Morgan's last screening will have happened, so we'll have to wait till February for the next one.
I don't know what it's going to be.
February, be surprised. Well, by February, we'll also have done the Easy Bake Oven episode, and we'll be back after that. And then before that, we'll be back after this.
That was it?
You're really ugly. I mean, really ugly, man. The ugliest. It's about the ugliest, scummiest crowd we ever played. Saying something. 1, 2, 3, 4!
Saw a blind man the other day, took his pencils and ran away. Watched a man dying in the street, said, go to hell if you can't take the heat, get up. I don't know why you're trying, get up. You know you're gonna die, get up. Talk stupid, jump, get up. I wanna see a show. Get a job for the man. Blow his brains out if you can. Tell the judge didn't like his face. No garbage like the human race, get up. Don't know why you're trying, get up. You know you're gonna die, get up. Talk stupid, jump, get up. I wanna see a show.
Watch, you're gonna see some real slam dance.
I want to come with you.
No, you stay here. It gets pretty radical out there.
Come on, you can get hurt.
Don't let anyone else get in my way.
Saw a blind man the other day, took his pencils and ran away. Watched a man dying in the street, said, go to hell if you can't take the heat, get up. I don't know why you're trying, get up. You know you're gonna die, get up. Talk stupid, jump, get up. I wanna see a show. Get a job for the man. Blow his brains out if you can. Tell the judge didn't like his face. No garbage like the human